If you are strong all day, but at night something shifts and you feel like you lose control, I need you to hear me carefully. This is not a willpower problem, and it's not because you're broken. If you watched my last video about why women lose control at night, you probably recognized yourself. You tried eating more protein. You stopped skipping lunch. You worked on stabilizing your blood sugar. And maybe it helped. But some nights still unravel. Tonight, we're going deeper because when it keeps happening, there's something else driving it. And once you see it, everything changes. Can I tell you something that might surprise you? Most nighttime spirals are not caused by weakness. They're caused by strength. Stay with me. During the day, you function. You handle responsibilities. You show up for your family. You hold conversations. You answer emails. Make decisions. You don't fall apart when you feel overwhelmed. You push through stress. You push through hunger. You push through emotion. And your body is keeping score. By the time 9:30 comes around, your nervous system is depleted. Your cortisol has dropped. Your blood sugar has dipped. Inflammation that held you back all day begins to rise, and your brain switches into compensation mode. Let me paint a picture for you. It's 9:42 p.m. The house is quiet. You didn't plan to eat. You just walked into the kitchen to clean something up or maybe grab some ice water, and suddenly you're standing there eating something straight from something, not even tasting it possibly. Part of you is watching yourself. That feeling, that's not lack of discipline. That's an inflamed, exhausted brain looking for fast relief. Emotionally, physically, especially in autoimmune bodies, especially in perimenopause, especially in high stress seasons. This is physiology, not failure. And if you're navigating hormone shifts, this gets amplified. When progesterone drops, anxiety rises and impulse control weakens. When estrogen fluctuates, serotonin drops and cravings intensify. Your 9 p.m. brain is not the same brain you had at 9 a.m. And when you add in under-eating, add caffeine, add stress, add sleep debt, and your evening brain becomes your weakest link. So when someone says, just have more discipline at night, they're ignoring neurochemistry. Compassion isn't softness, it's strategy. Now I'm going to say something gently. Most women who lose control at night are the most disciplined women I meet with. They don't skip workouts. They don't skip responsibilities. They don't complain. They don't fall apart. They hold everything together. And night becomes the only place their nervous system gets to exhale. If you restrict energy all day, your brain compensates at night. If you restrict joy all day, your brain seeks reward at night. If you restrict emotion, hold it in. Your brain seeks soothing at night. Nighttime loss of control is often daytime over control. And that changes the solution completely, because the answer isn't tighter discipline. It's safer nourishment. Okay, enough theory. If this were my client sitting in front of me, this is exactly what I would have her do. First, we fuel earlier. Most women who spiral at night are underfed by 3 p.m. Within 60 minutes of waking, I want you to eat. Not coffee, not just a protein bar, a real meal. At least 30, I've got 3 here, but pretend there's a 0. 30 grams of protein. Eggs and avocado, Greek yogurt with chia and some nut butter, a protein smoothie with a scoop of whatever, almond butter, peanut butter powder, whatever you like that has some protein and healthy fats. If breakfast is coffee, you are setting up your 9 p.m. brain. Lunch is not optional. And we're not gonna do a be good all day mindset because your body doesn't interpret that as discipline. It interprets it as scarcity. Dinner is where most women make the mistake. They eat tiny, they remove carbs, then they try to be light. And by 9:30, it rebounds. Dinner needs protein, fiber, carbs, fat. Yes, don't forget the carbs. Carbs at dinner increase serotonin. Serotonin improves sleep. Sleep reduces cravings tomorrow. I had a woman tell me once she was terrified to add carbs at dinner. 3 nights later, she said, I didn't binge, I just went to bed. Her body wasn't broken. It was underfed. She needed regular, consistent nourishment. All right, then we're gonna regulate the nervous system before cravings hit. At 7:30 or 8 p.m., not 9:45, have some magnesium glycinate. The lights dimmed, screens lowered. If you can't turn it off, at least turn the lighting down. 5 minutes of slow breathing. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6. You can do it. If you wait until you're already standing in front of the pantry, you're negotiating with a survival brain. You have to prepare for it. We calm before it panics. And if you're truly hungry at night, we remove chaos and you pre-decide a bridge snack. What's something that you can have at night if you really are hungry? Maybe you are, and maybe you do need to have a snack. Some Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of cinnamon, or some almond butter with apple slices, or some cottage cheese with berries, if you like that kind of thing, or some protein hot cocoa, like a healthy kind, you know? Planned nourishment removes urgency so that you're not failing when these moments happen. You're just fueling. We also remove that Last Supper mentality as we go through this. If you tell yourself this is the last time, your brain hears scarcity. Scarcity increases binge drive. And instead, I want you to tell yourself, I can still have this tomorrow if I really want it. Permission reduces urgency. And if you do still really want it tomorrow, maybe you should have it. Maybe you should have half a portion. Maybe you should have the whole thing. But don't tell yourself you can never have it again. That's just gonna make you want it more. So remember, permission reduces urgency. This sentence is gonna help change behavior. You have permission. You just don't need to have it right now. You have permission to have it later. Also, we need to audit caffeine. I know it's hard, but if your cravings are kicking in at night and you can't sleep, part of the problem is that you can't sleep. So you really need to look at your caffeine intake. Nothing after 11 a.m. if you're struggling to sleep at night. Caffeine takes a long time to work itself through the body completely. So even though you may not still feel energized as you're laying there at 10 o'clock unable to sleep, you might feel like you're tired, but internally that caffeine is still cycling through the system for many, many, many hours after you consume it. So stop at 11 if you do have caffeine. Under 6.5 hours of sleep increases your hormones, your hunger hormones, dramatically. So you really need to get that sleep, okay? Reduce the caffeine, get to bed on time, a little early. You cannot out-discipline sleep deprivation. Okay, and we build exhale earlier in the day as we do this. And by that I mean, sometimes you just need to take a breath. Sometimes you just need to blow it out, right? If night is your only relief, your nervous system will defend it. It will keep you awake at night, seeking relief. So a 10-minute walk without your phone could be helpful. Music that you love, spend some time just in quiet meditation, listening to music or whatever form of meditation is uplifting for you. Do 5 minutes outside. I promise you it makes all the difference, especially if you can do some grounding. Just get out in nature, even if it's just your yard, do it. Connect with the earth. Spend some time outside, even if it's just a few minutes. Stretch before dinner. I know it might sound silly, but try and do a little movement. Don't just go from sitting all day to sitting on your couch to sitting at your kitchen table. Try to move around a little bit. Do a little stretching. Feel your body before you sit down to eat. Also, try to do some laughing. With your kids, if you've got them, laughter is so helpful for the body. It helps to increase good hormones internally, which is going to also help reduce the cravings for things that spike those hormones. All right, so I want you to remember, if the day has no relief, the night will demand it. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a breath. Now listen carefully. If you've been fighting your nights for years, years, let's be real. Please hear me. You don't need more control. You need more capacity. So here's the 7-day reset. For 7 days, we stop focusing on control. We focus on stability. Day 1 and 2, we fuel first. Protein at breakfast, no skipped meals. Carbs at dinner, healthy ones. Magnesium nightly. We observe, not judge. Day 3 and 4, we stabilize the nervous system. Do a 10-minute daytime walk. 5 minutes of breathing or stretching or moving around outside if you can before you sit down to dinner. Turn the phone off earlier, okay? Give yourself a break from electronics. Get to bed on time. Day 5 and 6, we're removing restriction language. No good, no bad, no, oh, I shouldn't. Replace it with, I'm choosing, and I can have this tomorrow if I still really want it. I'm just choosing. Notice how urgency changes. Day 7, emotional decompression. Before bed, ask, what did I carry today? What felt heavy? What didn't I express? Night spirals often hold unprocessed emotions. Release reduces cravings. No calorie cutting. No punishment workouts. No starting over. We're gathering data. We're building capacity, not shame. And what if the woman who spirals at night isn't undisciplined? What if she's overwhelmed? What if she's undernourished? What if she's inflamed? What if she's exhausted? And what if, when she finally feels safe, the night stops feeling dangerous. If you're doing this reset with me, comment deep reset, because accountability changes behavior. And if this resonated, go watch part 1 again or move on to part 3. It will hit differently now if you rewatch the first part. You are not broken. Your body is communicating, and we're learning how to listen. See you in the next one.